What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now, before we get any further, I would like to mention that yesterday I uploaded a video of the top 5 best legendaries in Clash Royale. So if you missed that, go ahead and check it out before you watch this one, and then we'll be covering the top 5 worst legendaries, in my opinion, in Clash Royale. But even before we get into that, I would like to announce that my merch is currently going on sale for another 2 weeks or so. It is only available for a limited time, and as soon as the campaign is over, all of the t-shirts will be shipping out. So make sure you guys go ahead and check out the links in the description below to buy some Jewish Louis merch. I got a bunch of cool designs, a bunch of cool colors. Check them out. T-shirts, sweatshirts, long sleeves, anything you want. Those links will be in the top of the description below, and if you do buy any merch whatsoever, let me know on Twitter so I can follow you back, give you a shout out, whatever you want. Make sure you're rocking some Jewish Louis apparel this summer. But now that that little shout out is out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into what I think are the top 5 worst legendaries in Clash Royale, or just my least favorite. Some of them are just really bad, but some of them are just not my top 5. The top 5 were in yesterday's video, like I said, but we do have 12 different legendaries in Clash Royale now, with the recent release of the Night Wish, and she is by far the worst. No, I'm kidding. She is overpowered. She is not in this list. In my opinion, the worst legendary is probably Sparky. I hate this card so much, which is why I have not upgraded it to level 3. I honestly don't even know why I upgraded it to level 2. But I just have never used this card. I hate playing with it. In the draft challenge, it sucks, and any other challenge, it sucks. Ladder, it's terrible. And anytime anyone ever uses it against me, I just beat the crap out of them with it. It was pretty good at its release, I'm not gonna lie. It was crazy overpowered when it first came out. But now with the recent changes that Zap and Lightning both reset Sparky, now that we have the Electro Wizard, Sparky is basically useless, no one uses him anymore, and he's just a ball of trash. I sincerely apologize if you are a Sparky lover, but he is definitely my least favorite legendary in Clash Royale. Next up, I'm going to have to go with the Lumberjack as number 2. This card, I'm not going to lie, he can be pretty good, and in the draft challenge, I usually pick him sometimes, I'm not going to lie, but in ladder, I have hardly ever used him, once again, which is why he's not level 3 yet. Don't feel like wasting my gold on him. He does do a lot of damage if he can make it to a tower, however, he's really easily countered, and the only thing special about him is he drops down a ray spell when he dies, and most of the time that ray spell is pretty much useless, and it's not much help in the battle. So the Lumberjack, I'm sorry if you love him, but like I said, I don't really like him, not a fan, and he's definitely my top 5 worst or least favorite legendaries, sitting at number 2 right now. For number 3, I'm going to have to go with the only other legendary that I haven't upgraded yet, even though I can. Are you guys seeing a trend yet? I hate these 3 cards right here. There's no reason to upgrade them. The Infernal Dragon, I have some mixed feelings about the Infernal Dragon. I haven't used him in a very long time. I used to have a really amazing Golem Furnace Infernal Dragon deck that I used and that I loved, but he hasn't been too good, like I said. Since we have the Electro Wizard, which can reset his charge, the Lightning can almost take him out while resetting his charge, and the Zap resets his charge as well. He just takes a very long time to actually heat up. Compared to the Inferno Tower, he takes a few extra seconds to actually do a lot of damage, and those few seconds could do a lot in a battle, plus he can easily be reset. Of course, the Inferno Tower can as well, but the tower you can place wherever you want, and the opponent can't actually wait for it to cross the bridge. So, in my opinion, the Inferno Tower is a much better replacement. I just honestly don't like the Infernal Dragon too much. I wish they could fix it. I would love Supercell to make it a better card, but for now, it's probably in the top 5 worst legendaries in Clash Royale. So now, we have already covered the top 3 worst legendaries in Clash Royale, and we still have 4 more to go. I hope you've already watched yesterday's video covering the top 5 best legendaries in Clash Royale. If you haven't, go ahead and do that like I said at the beginning of the video, because I'm about to spoil what I said in that video. I chose the opposite of these 4 cards right here. I chose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the top 5 best in Clash Royale, which means the last 2 to fit in the top 5 worst in Clash Royale are either going to have to be the Bandit, the Ice Wizard, the Princess, or the Lava Hound. Now, I'm going to go ahead and not include the Lava Hound. The Lava Hound's a pretty good card. It could be better if they made it do a little bit more damage, but the Lava Hound decks are really scary and can be really overpowered. So the Lava Hound is not in the top 5 worst legendaries, and that leaves us with the Bandit, the Ice Wizard, and the Princess. Now, taking the number 4 spot for the worst, or in my opinion, my least favorite legendary in Clash Royale, is definitely going to be the Ice Wizard. Now, the Ice Wizard, he was pretty good, as most of these legendaries were when he first came out. But I think he's been buffed a little bit, and he came out a long time ago, over a year ago. He was not the first, the Princess and the Ice Wizard came out at the exact same time. So he was in the first set of legendaries that ever came out. He was one of the first 2 legendaries in Clash Royale, and he was good then because of course there weren't any other legendary cards to really compare him to. He was pretty good, and he is decent on defense. He does slow down troops quite a bit, and that can be really annoying, but he does nothing whatsoever on offense. He does no damage at all. 50 damage per second, are you kidding me? Any other troop in the game can do so much more than that. In my opinion, he's a really defensive card, but again, he's so easily countered. Only has 800 hit points, he can be fireball zapped, lightning spelled away. He does only cost 3 elixirs, so it's not too bad, but in my opinion, he's probably one of the top 5 worst legendaries in Clash Royale. Now, that leaves us with the Princess and the Bandit to be the number 5 in my top 5 worst legendaries in Clash Royale list. The Bandit came out pretty recently. She's kind of underused, but I think she's a pretty good card. The Princess, she's also a pretty good card, but she's mainly only used in log bait. She's really annoying, and she makes you waste your log. That's about all she does. She fires really slow, she doesn't do too much damage, and she's easily countered by almost any spell in the game. So in my opinion, the Princess is going to be in my number 5 spot in the top 5 worst legendaries in Clash Royale. Now this one might trigger some people. I know there are so many people that love the Princess and think she's an amazing card. And she was amazing, but like all the other legendaries in this list, she was amazing when she first came out, and I don't think she's that good anymore. I haven't used her in I don't even know how long, but I think she's not that great. She's, like I said, easily countered, doesn't do too much damage, fires really slow, and she's really only used to chip down towers or bait out your log for a goblin barrel or something. Just like the Infernal Dragon and the Ice Wizard, I don't care about Lumberjack or Sparky. Those cards can just get taken out of the game for all I care. But I hope Supercell figures out a way to make her a little bit better, because I would like to see her get buffed and be used more often and stuff other than log bait decks. But in my opinion, she's one of my least favorite, and I think the top 5 worst legendaries in Clash Royale. So that right there was my list, including today's video and yesterday's video. You now know my top 5 favorite and least favorite legendaries in Clash Royale, what I think are the best and worst legendaries as well. Now that does leave the Lava Hound and the Bandit not categorized at all. There are 12 legendaries, top 5 best, top 5 worst, only equals up to 10, so I didn't include the Lava Hound or the Bandit whatsoever. The Bandit, if I had to put her anywhere, would probably be number 6 on the top 6 worst legendaries in Clash Royale, and the Lava Hound would probably be number 6 on the top 5, or top 6, sorry, best legendaries in Clash Royale. So the Lava Hound barely missed the cut for the top 5 best, and the Bandit barely missed the cut for the top 5 worst. Anyway, that's what I think about all the legendaries in Clash Royale. If you disagree or you do agree with any of my opinions, let me know down in the comment section below. I said this a lot in the first video. These are just opinions. These are my opinions. Who even cares about what I think, right? You're allowed to have your own opinion, so go ahead and let me know what you think are the top 5 best and top 5 worst legendaries in Clash Royale down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's video, go ahead and smash that like button down below. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button to welcome some more Clash Royale content. But that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.